Hello everybody, this is Double RPG here, and welcome back to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Suikoden on the PlayStation. So, in today's episode, we are gonna go to Rockland to see what is all going on, after Craze has commanded us to go over there to see why the town has not been paying their taxes, or why they haven't been paying their taxes. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on with this episode that's already in progress, shall we? So, how's everybody doing today? Hope you all are having a really nice day, and things seem a bit joyous here in the world of Suikoden, based on the music that's happening in the background. And since we are coming here, we have to talk to this guy named Grady, and to see why it hasn't been paying its why the town has not been paying its taxes to Greg Minister. Something scheming must be afoot, but we'll definitely see what it is, and we definitely need to come to the mayor's mansion, which is right over here. And we talk to this guy. Hey, who are you fellows? This is Master Grady's mansion. You're not allowed in here. What do you want?
What did you say? I'm Kanan, assistant to Imperial Guard Commander Craze. Tell Grady to get out here.
What? Yes, sir, right away. Please wait a moment. Notice that all the text and stuff has not been up for its time when you're trying to see a game do so well on I guess you would say a 5th generation console. I guess JRPGs really haven't met their prime yet with trying to align the text and all that. But then again, it's Konami, so they really haven't found themselves in the JRPG format as of yet. At least in my opinion. I think Suikoden was probably one of their first. I know there may be something else, but in terms of ones that are more popular, I would say that this game would fall in line to where they are right now. But anyway, let's get on to what Grady is talking about.
What is it? Those villagers come to complain again? Get them out of here.
No, sir. They say they're the Imperial Guard.
Whatever they are, I'm busy. Hurry up and... What? Imperial Guard? Did you say Imperial Guard? Why didn't you tell me sooner, you fool? Welcome, members of the Imperial Guard. What brings you to this poor country town? Please come in.
Well, we have to tell them that about the taxes and stuff.
Looks like you're doing very well here.
Oh no, not at all, sir.
Forget it. You know why we're here, don't you?
Indeed, sir. About the taxes, right? We've been troubled about that, too. You see, some bandits settled on nearby Mount Seifu and have been pillaging the local villages. That's why we've been unable to collect taxes and deliver them to you, and I'm glad there's nothing to be worried about now.
What do you mean by that?
I speak, of course, of your arrival, the arrival of the courageous National Guard. Getting rid of country bandits should be an easy task for you. You're not afraid of them, I'm sure.
Ho, of course not. Bandits, eh? Well, we should be okay. We'll crush them like flies.
Ho!
That's ridiculous. Our mission is to... Haha, I can't wait. I've been waiting for a good fight. Me too. Let's teach the bandits a lesson, right, Tur? Of course. Young master, we mustn't. Boys will be boys. What? And you can't say the same about Gremio, right?
Fine. Let's get going. Don't fall back now.
I'm glad of your decision, but do you know where Mount Seifu is?
Shut up. I was just about to ask you.
Mount Seifu is east of Rockland.
Fine. Now let's go.
And, we can't even go that way just yet. I wanted to get that treasure chest, but evidently we can't do it right away. But anyway, our next line of business is we can actually talk to this lady, whose name is Marco. Hey, fella, how about a contest? What contest are you talking about? Oh, I see. Let's just bet 100 bits right now. Basically, this is one of those games where you have to find out where the coin is hidden, and you have to keep your eyes open on the cup to see where it exactly is hidden, because if you mess up, then that's your fault. And if you choose 100, then when you're trying to find the coin, it will be very slow for you to detect where the coin is, or it'll be very easy to detect where the coin is. But if you bet 1,000 bits, then things will get a little bit more tricky, and if you bet 10,000 bits, then it's balls to the walls with the speed. But yeah, you can gain some money, or double the amount of money that you already have, but there's a much easier way on how you can obtain cash, but I will be explaining that later. But we need to go to Mount Seifu, which is just east of Rockland, which if we go this way... Now, evidently, we can get into some random fights in Suikoden when we're on the world map. Okay, and here we are at Mount Seifu, and Mount Seifu seems like a very dangerous place. And of course, we're gonna fight off. Against enemies that are around here, and we should be able to gain a few levels before we have to fight off against the couple of bosses that are around here.
Phew, finally Mount Seifu. All of you, don't chicken out because of the bandits.
And you too.
Here we go. Pawn, you take the lead.
Why me?
Just shut up and go. I'm the leader, and I'll go last.
Pfwa, or pshwa, or pshaw. This is exciting, isn't it, Tur? Ted, don't say such things. Young master, don't put yourself in danger. I, Gremio, will be protecting you.
Hey, let's go!
But yes, it's time for us to deal with some bandits, right? And as I said, we are going to be fighting off against some enemies here, and we have some black wild boars to try and stop us. But evidently, we will put the smackdown on them real quick with our characters. But the reason I say we want to gain a few levels at first is that some of the enemies here are actually pretty tough, like the bosses, for instance. But for the most part, it really should be a cakewalk, as I've been saying, but... Yes, it is a good idea to level your characters up at least to, I would say, level 8 or 9. But level 9, just to be on the safe side. Now, there are some treasure chests that we can gain here as well, so let's go ahead and grab these, and what do we get? We got ourselves some boots. We got ourselves some medicine. And of course, I think some of our characters already have boots on them, or else they have the different type of boots on them, so let's... Oh, actually, no, they don't even have boots, so let's go ahead and equip that for Tur right now. Actually, yeah, he does. What was I talking about? He does have boots. Well, the others, they just have wooden shoes, so let's go ahead and hand the boots over to, probably Gremio at best. So let's equip that for Gremio, and we'll get rid of the wooden shoes and have him some boots, so that way he can have his defenses increased. Now, before we got this episode started, I did go to the armor shop that was in Greg Minister, so that way we can get more defenses for our characters, so that way it'll be easier for us to take care of the enemies that are here within this place. Makes sense, right? Yeah, I thought so. Let's do a Talisman attack on one of the boars while we have our other characters take care of the other boar that's right over there. And evidently, that was not fast enough. And as I said, the boars here, they are quite a bore because of how strong they are. But sometimes your characters can be a bit agile in trying to avoid the damage, like Tur was, as you can plainly see. Go ahead and take care of this last one, and get ourselves some more experience points to galore. Yes, I know, right? We gained 600 bits, or 600 potch, as the game should have been clearly called. Okay, antiques. They are very important to the castle that we're about to get. That way we can equip the castle with some decoration if we wanted to. But some antiques can't be identified, but you have to go to a pawn shop or an appraisal shop to identify what exactly they are, or else you're not going to know how to, or what they are used for, and where can they be hanged up, and all that other good stuff. Use that Talisman attack on it again. And evidently, Terror did not avoid the damage, so it's okay. Normally, we can place Tur in the back, so that way he can take less damage when up front. That's the whole point. If somebody's up front, they will take more damage, but if someone's in the back, they will take less damage. It's kind of the same thing with Final Fantasy, where if you have the mage characters where they're in the back, then they would take less damage. But if you have fighter characters up front, then they would take more damage. Makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Alright, now I think there's another treasure chest right over there. Ooh, we got ourselves some bandits here. Now, these types of bandits, they also do make an appearance in Suikoden 2, but they have a bit more animation stuck onto them. In fact, all the characters have a bit more animation stuck onto them in terms of the battle system, which is a good thing, since Suikoden 2 is definitely a step up from the first Suikoden. I would say, I mean, even though Suikoden 1's a really good game, I would say that it hasn't made its mark in gaming just yet. But that is something that I will be talking about much later on. Okay, a defense rune piece. Basically, you can increase the defenses of your characters if you want to. Well, just one character is all. And that antique we got was a question mark pot, which we can identify in Greg Minister, or where there is an appraisal shop anywhere. So that way, so that way we can identify what type of weapon, or what type of pot it is, so that way we can hang it up within our own castle later. Take care of those bandits, and we got ourselves some more experience to galore. Alright, very good. We got ourselves 140 bits again. Bits. It should be Potch. Potch just sounds a lot more substantial to the name of the currency that's in the Suikoden universe. Besides, they keep using that name in other Suikoden games, so they might as well go ahead and name it something else, right? Okay, evidently we could not take down the other bandit with Ted, but we did with Cleo. Okay, everybody's at level 7 now. Very nice. Alright, that's another level gained, and we'll gain another level if we can as soon as we keep going along here. And we'll keep collecting more of the items that are around here. The Escape Talisman, that is basically your one-way ticket to try and get out of a dungeon really quickly, if you want to, but you can try to make your way back the normal route if you decide if you don't want to try and just get out of here as much as you want to. But the Escape Talisman is definitely your one-way ticket if you want to get back to the front of the place right away. But I think, based on one of the items that we get much later on, if I'm not mistaken, will actually be used as an infinite use for us to get out of dungeons, but I could be mistaken. But for the most part, we'll just leave it as it is and say that the Escape Talisman is currently our one-way ticket to get out of here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that treasure chest right over here. And what do we get? Leggings. Okay, these are, I think this is a pants type of item. Let's go ahead and hand over, probably to Pawn, since he's up in the front. And go ahead and equip it on Pawn right there. And I think if we exclude the wooden shoes and choose the leggings, that'll give him 47 points of defense. Okay, very good. Oh, great. We see some more bandits around here. And we will have the Talisman attack to unite against the leader right there. And we will just have the others just attack those that are just surrounding this whole place. Evidently, Cleo did not get the right one that we wanted to attack. But it's okay, because that bandit is pretty weak. As you see, that Tur only just took 1 point of damage, so that's okay. 34 damage points it would have taken to defeat the enemy. It's not bad. Okay, 310 bits. Okay, it's time for us to go up here now, and we should be getting closer to one of the bosses of this place. Yeah, it's right over there, that boss. That looks like a Spider Queen, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think you might want to get up to at least level 8 on this if you want to try and save yourself. But for the most part, it's really not that difficult. Awesome. Nobody took damage against the wild boars. Where the wild boars are. Because they are such a bore. Haha! Okay, guys, I'm going to be cutting footage here so that way I can grind a little bit. So that way we can be strong enough to fight off against the boss. So you guys just enjoy yourselves, and I shall be back very shortly. Okay, we're finally back. So let's go ahead and go fight that boss now, shall we? Yep. So this is the boss we're fighting against. It's a queen ant. At first I thought it was Spider Queen, but evidently it's a queen ant that we're fighting off against. And it has some soldier ants that's going to try and defend it. So we can go ahead and we can take care of those first if we wanted to. So we'll just have the long range and the medium range attacker, which is Tur. where Cleo and Ted are the long-range attackers, take care of just the regular soldier ants, while we have the Talisman attack with Gremio, and Pawn take care of the Queen. Really shouldn't be that much trouble, if I do say so myself. And it looks like we did at least 126 points of damage. And evidently the Queen Ant summoned more of her minions, and we will just do the same. But evidently we cannot defeat it in this current state, because this is a storied battle, as you would have guessed, where if we try to defeat it, it will not want to be defeated. Oh, actually we do 26 points of damage, so looks like the Queen Ant has some really high defenses, why we cannot even destroy it in the first place. But yeah, evidently we just do this a few times to where we try and aggravate the Queen while we have the others just attack the other minions, so yeah, let's just hurry up and try to get this done with, and then we will get out of this battle. Oh, bad. Very bad. But yes, as I said, it was a story battle. We cannot even defeat the Queen in this state. Damn, she's powerful. We'll never beat her. At this rate, we'll get wiped out.
Fools, what are you saying? You must protect me.
Jesus. What a really bad... what a really bad... I guess you could say messenger or whatever to Commander Craze. What a coward. Young master, let's run. I'll protect you. I don't know if we can make it.
Do something!
Tur, everybody, stand back. I have an idea. Okay, Ted. Let me handle this. Did I ever let you down? What could he be using? Ah, he is using a rune. And oh my goodness, that rune looks like all the powerful. Oh, and it definitely is, and you shall see why. Very powerful rune. It completely obliterated the Spider Queen. Or, I mean, the Queen Ant, my bad.
What the hell?
Ted, how did you do that? Sorry, but I can't explain right now. Tur, I'll tell you when we get home, but don't ask now. Anyway, let's get rid of the bandits and go back to Greg Minister. This must be what Commander Craze was talking about. Is there something that Commander Craze has up his sleeve? Well, we may never know. But we are getting close to the peak of Mount Seifu, to where we can actually stop the bandits finally. Let's go ahead and use the medicine, the remaining medicine on our characters, and we'll get them back at full health. Evidently, after we defeated that boss, we could not even get some experience points. Sadness! But that's okay. Take care of this enemy, and take care of the other, and another battle won. But yeah, that's so sad that we did not get more experience points. I was looking forward to gaining another level for our characters, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Okay, Thunder Rune piece. I'll be explaining that much later. You can attach it to your weapon. Well, actually, I'll explain it now. You can attach those pieces to your weapon to make them have elemental attributes when you're attacking your enemies, I guess to do a little bit more damage. And it would be easier to attack the enemies that have elemental weaknesses with the rune pieces on your character's weapon, so that way you can actually do more damage to them. And evidently, I'm going to be using the Thunder Rune piece for Tur for his weapon, so it would make sense to at least give him some elemental power. Okay, here we are at the peak of Mount Seifu. Let's go ahead and save our progress here, so that way we can be in full power before we have to fight off against the bandits. And let's go ahead and put the smackdown on them, shall we? And they're just located beyond these stairs.
Well, well, we have visitors. How unusual. What do you want?
Listen up, you bandits.
I, Kanan, Assistant Commander of the Imperial Guard of the Golden Emperor Barbarossa, have come here to teach you a lesson. Turn yourselves in, you tax thieves. Did you hear that?
He says we're the tax thieves.
Listen here, you petty clerk.
I'm Vargas, the Whirlwind Axe. Sidonia
You introduce yourself too.
Heh, why bother?
Affable fellow. Anyway, that there is Marksman Sidonia. You Imperial tax robbers better get out of here before you get hurt.
I'm the renowned Imperial hero. Shut up! Don't you join in their games.
Listen, bandits, if you don't give yourselves up, you'll be sorry. You wanna fight? Fellas, go get 'em!
And we're gonna be fighting off against some of the goons.
Whoa! These guys are serious! What are you doing? Hurry up and fight! Fight!
Fine, we'll do your bidding. Jeez, what a wanker. But the rules apply the same. Basically, we just take down all the enemies that we see on screen, and we'll have the front ones take care of the front enemies, while we have the back ones take care of the back enemies. Makes a whole lot of sense. And evidently, the commander did not go down, but we took less damage that time, so that was a good thing. And I evidently leveled up our characters to 9, so that way it can make things a little bit easier for us. But for the most part, we did a number on those bandits.
You guys are hopeless. I'll take you on myself. Sidonia, give me a hand.
Heh. So yeah, here we have the boss, the second boss of this place, which is Vargas and Sidonia. So they say that we're calling them the tax thieves, so something is a little fishy here. But we can worry about that much later. But for now, let's go ahead and just take care of these enemies. Ouch. Quite a marksman you are. And they are pretty weak. In terms of, well, not experience points, but in terms of health, so we might be able to have a pretty good chance of defeating these guys. Rightfully so. Very nice. And evidently we did not get up to level 10, but who cares? Give up? Ha! Phew, are you alright, young master?
That's what you get for defying me.
You didn't do a thing. Damn. How could I be defeated by Imperial dogs?
Capture the bandits!
After we capture them?
Okay, our work is done. Let's get the hell out of here!
Evidently we do get the hell out of here because we made it all the way back down Mount Seifu for some reason. Phew, that idiot sure moves fast on his way down.
Hurry it up, you all! We're off to a hero's welcome in Rockland. Ha ha!
A hero's welcome? Yeah, I bet. But evidently, we did complete the whole deal with Mount Seifu, so I think this is probably a good spot to where we can go ahead and we can wrap up things here. So, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Suikoden on the PlayStation, we're going to go back over to Rockland to hand over the thieves, and then we're going to make our way back to Greg Minister. Alright gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.